Gents, there's a video that's going viral on social media about a wife who pretty much got rid of her husband for what you would call selfish reasons. And today we're going to talk about that and a whole bunch more. With that being said, let's get started. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. And as I stated in the opening there, I came across this video and I realized it's something that's been going on, but it sparked me to ask the question today. Do Black women care about having relationships? Now, I have a huge video that I'm working on for either Thursday or Friday that I'm putting out. I'm talking about 50, 60 something clips. So today, and I'm going to keep my word today, but today we're going to go through these videos. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to do my best to get out of here a little bit early so I can have time to be able to work on this big video that I'm working on. Okay. But I'm also going to, when we get a chance, I'm going to shout out the gents. Thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you all for continuing to support the channel. We're over 36,000 subscribers now. I want to also give a special shout out to my members because you all have taken the time to get a membership here where you can get exclusive content, stuff that you won't be able to see, discussions that we normally can't have. I will be putting out a members only video here soon. I didn't put out one this week because, again, I had some other things going on. But let's get right in to today's video, okay? Or let's get into the first video, okay? Do me a favor, you guys. When I start playing this video, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. All right, I'm about to start it now.
Black women, right? Now, let's not say black women because it's a different. Black females. Why is it that when it comes to the very men that you want, need, and desire, you don't compete for them?
Nope.
You don't pursue them?
Nope.
It's the entitlement for me. And again, this is something that is contributing to so many black men of today saying, you know what, Danica? I love what you're doing, sister. I vibe with you and sisters like you, but fuck off. Because here I am, a black man that would love to be with a black woman, but these black women are, again, stuck up. Like the brother said in the email, these sisters are entitled. They feel like everybody, especially men, should be out here kissing their asses.
Yep. Shout out to Danica. She has an excellent channel. She's fighting a good fight. I'm sure she gets a lot of hate, probably just as much as I get in some of the comments. Actually, I get a lot of love from you guys voicing your opinions on these types of videos, and I appreciate that a lot. But is what she's saying wrong? This is a woman who's been doing this YouTube thing and very successful at it for a while, telling women what men think. Isn't that what I've been trying to do on this channel? I told you all that I want to see relationships thrive between men and women. We need that to happen, particularly in the Black community. But even when you're talking about in modern Western cultures. But when it comes to the needs, the specific needs of the Black community, I know that men want relationships. Even the ones that are sitting there saying, oh, no, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. If they had the right woman that came along that they could trust and that respected them and that basically wasn't looking at them like a walking paycheck or a wallet, those men would want to be with that woman, especially if she was easy on the eyes. You know what I mean? There are a lot of good men out there that get overlooked. And what Danica was saying here is that men are trying to tell you, when I put out these videos, ladies, I'm trying to tell you and show you how men think and feel. But you all don't care about that. Hence, we're exploring, do y'all even want relationships in the first place? And that's why I led with this one. That is why I led with this video. We're going to get to the next one. I don't have a lot of videos today. Like I said, I want to get through this because the next video I'm working on, like I said, it's like 50, 60 something clips. So it's going to be a longer video, but I promise you it's another question that we need to ask. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, hit the bell icon notification. All right. So that you can get that next video, so you can see that next video. All right. Now, the one thing that we've been seeing lately on social media is these balloon popping shows. And it's supposed to be, right? We know all it is low budget reality TV. That's what it is. And you can learn a lot from it. You can. I'm not into reality TV, but obviously being in this space and doing this work, I have to watch these things, okay? So I'm bringing up this specific clip. This is not like the best balloon popping clip ever, but I wanted to show you guys this interaction between this man and this woman in this balloon pop thing, right? Pop to find love or whatever the hell it's called. I have no clue, okay? I'm old. I have no clue, okay? Y'all can see these grays right here. I don't know, right? But I want you to hear this interaction. This is going to show how women are shortchanging themselves. And ladies, if you don't understand, I'm going to explain when we get to the other side of this, all right? Xerxes 666 balloon show is low IQ Pookie choosing. You know what? Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Oh, 500 men can tell a woman exactly the same thing about what men want. 500 times she'll say that's not true and demand that we echo what she wishes to be true. This is what men feel. You know, and I'm glad, Steve, I am so glad that you said what you said, because the video that I'm making for you all, again, it's a lot of work. So I don't know if I'll have it done by tomorrow, though I would like to. But that next video is going to explore that topic a little bit deeper. And just because you all are here for the live stream, we'll get into the next video in a second. But I want, what's the title? I'm just letting y'all know right now, the title is Why Black Women Can't Choose the Right Men. So I'm just giving you the premise right there of what this next video is, because this is why I did today's live stream, to kind of go into that topic next. Does that make sense? All right, let's get to this.
You're 41. Do you have children?
No kids. No.
Now, he said he don't have no kids. I'm sorry, I'm stopping it. I know I've been better about not doing that. But it's funny to me how some women will say it's weird that men are getting along older in life and still don't have kids. And I know a number of you gents, the older ones, some of you all don't have kids. You all have expressed that in the comments of several videos. But here's the thing. You guys have been protective of your seed. You won't just lay down with any woman and allow her to have your seed. And shout out to you guys. You know, I had my kids pretty young, you know, and you know, that's a choice that I made. But it's not weird now, particularly in this type of dynamic between men and women and in this economy. It only makes sense that men are holding out now.
Kids.
So when you asked, does he have children? If him having children, is that a deal breaker for you?
Not a deal breaker, but it just depends. Do you want children though? Because you're 41.
Did you hear that? Do you want kids because you're 41? Now listen, I get it. Some of you guys are like, if I didn't made it this far and couldn't find somebody to have kids with, I damn sure ain't about to have kids now. But let's be real. A lot of men want their own children. A lot of men want their own legacy. And it's not that those men don't want to. They just have seen men like me have kids early and seen what I've gone through. You know, they don't want to deal with it. Hell, one of my good buddies is in here. One of my brothers in life, Jerome, is in the comments now. You know, Jerome held out. He had a whole bunch of options, but they weren't the right woman. He didn't feel it was right. And I'll have to bring Jerome up here one of these times so he can tell y'all himself what he thinks. Okay, but Jerome is a very successful man. He is not trying to pass out his seed to these 304s out here.
Just depends on the right situation to me.
Okay.
She popped the balloon, gents. Why did she pop this balloon? He said the right situation. Now let's listen to her explanation on this.
So what made you pop your balloon?
I want a concrete answer with somebody that wants children. I don't want to maybe, because I don't want to have to beg anybody to have children or convince you later. Like, I want you to know that that's what you want to have. And I'm 34, so I don't have children.
Boom. That's it right there, gents. She told you the reason. She's 34. That clock is ticking. That clock is ticking. Hey, listen, I can't blame her. She knows what she wants. She wants to have kids. And we tell women to be deliberate about their thoughts and their choices. That's not the issue that I'm having here. And that's not what I said I was going to tell you ladies that might be listening. The thing about it, the matter is, this man said his answer because he needs to be discerning of who he's having children with. This had nothing to do with him possibly, like he didn't say he didn't want to have kids. He just said depends on the person, which is correct. You could get with someone and then you can see their true colors and find out she's a complete demon in these streets, okay? Do you want to have kids with that? No, he's protective of his seed. Right. There you go. I just shouted out my brother, Jerome. He said, that's a crazy show. It screams out delusional women. Oh yeah, man. Wait till you see the ones I put in the next video. Wait till you see the ones, that I put in the next video. Let's finish this video up. Let's listen to the rest of this.
And I definitely want children. So that's important to me.
Good.
I would want kids too. It's just a matter of how that works. That's a serious commitment. So I'm not into like quitting. I'm trying to do it the right way, being a product of a single marriage. So definitely take that as a serious commitment. So it's not something to just assume, something that we can figure out if we're going to navigate that as two adults.
See, that is a very, very measured response. That is a very measured response by that man. On the surface, it seems superficial, but he basically said the things that I said, right? And he said it wasn't that he didn't want to have kids. He just wanted to make sure that it's a conversation. It is a huge responsibility. And we know today that modern women are having children and not thinking about the gravity of the responsibility, or of laying down with a man and allowing him to skeet his pookie juice in there, okay? And I get it. Ladies, you might have thought this dude was the one, or there was a chance. But let's be real. Sometimes both men and women, you get in a situation, you feel good, and you just let it go. You just let it go, okay? All frozen, like just letting it go. All right. But again, ladies, seriously, in all seriousness, she popped the balloon before she got a chance to ask more questions, to figure out. She didn't even wait. She just said, nope, you didn't say the thing that I wanted you to say. Instead of listening, using the two orifices between your brain to hear this man give a very measured response. And that should have made her respect him more because he's at least thought about it. But she went directly off, nope, he did not say the thing that I was looking to hear. And that, ladies, is one of the reasons you all can't choose or not choosing good men, which again, that video is coming out soon for your viewing and entertainment pleasure. All right. you guys are crazy in there, man. Jodicus, Tyrannius, Beetlejuice, Pookie-licious, and Chaticus. Oh man, I love my gents, man. Y'all are the shiznit. All right, we got the next video. We're gonna get to the main video here soon, but we gotta build some context first. Okay, again, we don't have a lot of videos tonight. I'm not gonna hold you up too long because that video coming out, I got a lot of work to do. Okay, I got a lot of work to do. Yeah, shout out to my moderator Juju there. He said, drop that seed, that's a wrap. Seem like every time a couple have a baby, they break up. Ooh. It do seem that way, huh? And that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. That's why tonight's live stream is almost a precursor, or we're talking the next video is a precursor to the discussion that we're having tonight. I guess tonight is a precursor to that discussion. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Scratch it, flip it, reverse it. You got it. Okay. Now, because of what men are seeing from modern women today, a lot of men, they're just not even trying. You can just read the chat right now and you can see that men are like, man, I ain't dealing with that. Nope. Okay. I ain't about to deal with that. But this young lady is going to express how she feels that men are not approaching anymore. And she's not wrong. Men are just like, why? Right? The ones that are approaching, right, most likely are the ones who want to clap them cheeks, okay? Because the men who are really out there working on themselves, man, they're done. But we're going to talk about that here on the other side of this video.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself.
Let me stop that right quick. I'm sorry. I know I've been good about not stopping videos. But she said it had her questioning herself. I'm only bringing this up in one context and not necessarily what we're talking about. But women today, modern women today, have gotten so much attention from social media, right? They had that hot girl summer. They was doing their thing when the late, great Kevin Samuels was alive. They out here loving their life. And we're going to hear more about them loving their life here in a little bit. But a lot of men are just checking out. And so it's drying up. And notice what she said. It has her questioning herself. I just finished watching a video, or part of a video, on Medium Man's podcast, where he was talking about this woman with a BBL, and she's on Kendra's show, and she's looking for a man seriously for a relationship, but all of her actions say that she isn't. She was in a relationship a year prior and got them cheeks clapped 2 weeks ago. You see what I'm saying? The actions don't line up. So men, the real men who would be good for a relationship, they're not even a part of this. So this is, I want to bring that up about the, and so sorry, but since men aren't chasing women like they used to, this will leave a lot of women questioning themselves.
Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it?
Stop with that intimidating shit. Stop with that. Ladies, stop with that. Okay? The only men you are intimidating is weak ass men in the first place. No real man is intimidated by y'all. He's really not. Okay? He just don't want to be bothered with y'all.
So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
Ooh, a lot of nuggets here. A lot of nuggets. I am not, and listen, I am not trying to diss or slander this young lady right here. I'm not. Because she brings up a good point, and this is something that we've brought up and talked about too. If you're interested in a man, you're going to have to go up to that man. You got to talk to him now, because even the you know, the good-looking men who aren't out there, right? Who aren't being Pookies, Chads, Ray Rays, and Tyrones. Those dudes, they off minding their business, right? They in that gym, they off working, they all playing, doing their hobbies, they on their PS5, they doing their thing, okay? They off hanging out with their other guy friends. Them dudes got a life, they just doing their own thing. They are good. So some of you women are gonna have to go up to men and initiate those conversations. But remember what she said. How is it she's going to know that she's not going to get rejected? And the answer is very simple. You don't know. You won't know. And this is exactly what men have to go through, what men have had to go through. Right? Men have had to go up to women and get their hearts stomped in multiple times. Or, you know, he's really feeling a woman and then she just ghosts him, or you know, she ends up with somebody else, or you see some other dude got her on his arm because you were out and you thought everything was going fine, and she already, you know, hooking up with somebody else, and you could see it plain as day. All right, you don't know, but you're gonna have to take that chance if it's worth it. But again, I think if I remember correctly, I'm gonna play that last part. The last part, last third of what she said, because she said something about if the dude is cute and this, that, and the third. Ladies, ladies, ladies.
How do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you?
You see, that gives women a level of control. That gives women a level of power when you have to go up to them. They control the narrative at that point. Really think about what I just said. Women control that narrative when men would go up to them. So when you decide to go further with a man, who is that on? Right? It's partly on both of you all. But if he comes up to you, you choose him, he kind of chooses you, the shit goes wrong. If he had to approach you, then it was on you. And if you're picking the same type of dudes and you keep having the same results, who do you have to blame? You're going to blame all men? Or maybe it's your type. We're going to talk about all that in the next video that I'm making for you guys, okay? But let's finish listening because she's going to say this little part.
How do I know I won't face rejection?
You don't.
So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because
how do I get some tips and tricks to approach a man that I think is cute. Now, this is not to say, ladies, that you shouldn't go for men that you think are attractive. But if that is the only thing that you're leading with, the only qualities that you're looking for, then you're going to set yourself a heartbreak. And if you've been through that heartbreak, ladies, it's probably because you've only been looking at surface level stuff. You've only been looking at surface level stuff. Now, there's some women that say, well, I've given, like a mid dude a chance, and he started acting a funny way. Again, it doesn't matter if he's mid looking or he's great looking. You all do not know how to discern if that man, if his intentions are right. Is he operating in his purpose? Again, all of this is leading to a bigger discussion in the next video that I'm creating for you guys, okay? See, it all works together. You see how I do this? Man, this is just, I'm damn brilliant on this thing. I don't know how I do it, but let's get to the next video. Now, before we start in this video, obviously, I'm gonna give y'all some context real quick. You all have heard me, my real gents who have been here, day ones, my day one gents. You know, I have said to you all multiple times, it is important and imperative that you listen to exactly what women say. Because in what they say, in what some of them say, is the truth, and then there's the lie, okay? And the truth. This woman, this next video I'm going to show you, this woman is going to talk about women loving themselves. And in it is the truth and also the lie. I'm going to play this one throughout its entirety. And then when we get to the other side, I'm going to show you guys what's the truth, what's the lie, and how to differentiate the two. All right?
Man, love yourself. Stop being such a good person that you keep getting misused and abused. Stop loving people more than you love yourself. Stop trying to be the good guy. I being a people pleaser, wanting to be accepted. Stop that. Love yourself. You can be a nice person, but stop letting people play with you. Everything is a reflection of how much you love yourself. The friends you choose are a big reflection. The places you go, a big reflection. The person you date, a big reflection. And the person you dating might really love themselves, but they know that you don't, and they know that they can get over on you. They can use you, abuse you, and throw you out when they're finished. You keep crying about why people keep doing me like this, and I'm just trying to be this good person. No, be good to you, because when you start being good to you, you ain't gonna let nobody play with you. You're not letting nobody else get another one up on you. You're not. You deserve it. Everything you do, everything you indulge in, everything that happens to you is a reflection of how much you love yourself. And sometimes misfortunate things happen, but still you stand back up because you love yourself. Love yourself enough to know, like, I don't deserve this. No, I'm not tolerating it.
All right. So I'm writing down some words that she used because I'm going to come back to them in a moment. Okay. She said two specific words that I'm going to come back to in a moment. But let's take the truth of what she's saying. The truth of what she's saying is there are a lot of people who don't love themselves, but let's stop using the word love yourself. What the word should be is respect yourself. There's a difference, because love isn't a constant thing. Love isn't a constant feeling, a constant state. It fluctuates, it goes. I love you one moment, I hate you the next, okay? It's a thin line between love and hate. Shout out to that movie with Martin Lawrence, if y'all know. If you know, you know, okay? But you should use the word respect. When you respect yourself, you don't allow people to do those things. And when you listen to her message, it doesn't sound wrong. Okay, if you really listen to it, if you just listen to it on the surface level, it does not sound wrong. But the problem, the lie, that modern women tell themselves is that by loving themselves, right, then all the things that they want is going to come to them, right? A lot of women confuse loving themselves for actually working on themselves, okay? They love themselves because they she used the word indulge, right? This is what modern women are doing too much. They're indulging themselves. They are not respecting themselves, and they are not working and fixing the issues that they have within themselves. And this is a confusion. This is the lie. This is the lie that a lot of women are telling themselves. Stop listening to these women telling y'all this shit because it sounds true. And you all aren't differentiating the difference between love and respect. The other thing she used, and is a term that modern women use all the time, is deserve. She said the word deserve. Nobody deserves shit. You need to earn it. You need to go out there and get it. You need to be the person that you need to be and respect yourself so that you can earn what's coming to you. But you don't deserve shit. Does that make sense? I know that's a hard concept for some of y'all to grasp, but does that make sense? Because until you understand the differences in those words, and words have power, words have meaning, words are transformative. Words are transforming, okay? Until you understand that, this is why I believe that a lot of modern women find themselves in the same situation, in this repeated cycle that they find themselves in. Now, I think it's manifest magic. Yeah, like, right. Like they want to manifest some shit, right? What is going on? Uh-oh. What is going on? My stuff ain't clicking. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, we have some technical difficulty there. Let me put myself back up on the screen. All right, what is going? Okay, sorry, we were frozen for a second. I'm sorry about that. All right, let me clear this out. I want to show you guys something. Check this out. Now, I pulled this up because when I heard her talking about love yourself, it made me think about this Bible verse right here, right? 2 Timothy 3:2. Again, I'm spiritual, not religious, but I do know my word, okay? It says, for men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of the truth. Of good. Despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. And from such people, turn away. And I hear this all the time about love yourself. Love yourself. And every time I hear this on social media and online, all I can think about is all these people saying, you got to love yourself. You got to respect yourself. See, this plays into what men have been telling women for a while. Men don't need your love. Yes, they like your love, but they don't need your love. They need your respect, right? As men, we need the respect of our women. And I think you guys misunderstand that. because that's why I believe you guys have half-ass give us love. You half-ass give us love. Give us respect. Because if you respect your man, y'all wouldn't be doing half the shit y'all do. All right? If you really loved your man and respected him, y'all wouldn't be pulling these things that y'all pulling. Because you would respect that man enough not to do him wrong. Vice versa. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go into the main clip of tonight that you all may or may not have seen, but I wanted to be able to have this discussion here on TSG Uncut with you, the gents. So, with that being said, let's get started.
I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids. We had been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck.
She said she began to feel stuck. In this situation, this is the time that you should be having a conversation with your man. If you are not having that conversation, and it's something that you are passively aggressively putting on that man, your relationship is on the way to Dunsville. Because if you feel stuck and you feel that you aren't doing or getting what you need, good or bad, eventually it's going to build up to resentment. Let's continue to listen to our story.
While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties.
Let's stop it right there. How, gents, you know all the time, you all know that we on this channel it's put out multiple times about women saying they want a particular type of man. This man has to make this much money. They want this particular lifestyle. They want these things. All right. So that man, they had kids young, but he went out. Sounds like he did pretty well for himself, or he was working to get there, and he was working hard to support his family while she's feeling stuck. This is what y'all said y'all want from a man. This is what y'all say y'all want. Now this woman has it, and let's continue to see where this goes. Let's continue to go down this rabbit hole.
And then the goals that I have for myself will come last. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, relocate to California as a family. And he would entertain it, but he never spoke life into it. And
So listen, the difference between some men and some women is if you got a good man who has a plan or who knows where he wants to go with his woman, his family, and stuff like that, he's going to entertain it. Yes, he's going to listen to you. And there may be some validity in what you're saying. But right now, this woman is in her feelings. She is in her feelings because she is feeling stuck while this man is working on the family's purpose. He's working on behalf of the family. So you wanting to move to California so you feel a certain way, right? So you don't feel stuck, that you go and do this so you can feel better, may not be the best outcome or the best thing for the family. Now, let's imagine she wants to relocate to Cali. Could he get another job out in Cali? Probably. But there's a bunch of factors that go into that. And I would bet bottom dollar that she didn't think about all of the other factors that go into relocating to a state like California, which is very expensive, which the cost of living is very high in Cali. I don't know or think she thought about these things. Where this man might have said, look, let's stay here. We're trying to build to this level, and then maybe we can go to Cali later once we've gotten to a certain point. A real man is going to think that way. My woman knows the one thing I always have is a plan. So if I've already listened to it and I thought to myself, hey, this may not be the best move right now, she knows that I'm not playing checkers. I'm playing chess. Okay, this is chess time. Okay, I'm thinking 5 moves ahead. And here it is, you're playing checkers because you just don't want to feel a certain way. Let's continue.
It all hit the fan. I walked away from everything.
What?
And you know what was the hardest? The judgment and criticism that I received.
Stop right there. She said, you know what the hardest thing was? The judgment and the criticism that she received. Not that she was separating her family, but the judgment, what other people thought about her. And this right there, that right there, what she just said, right there, that little thing you just heard, okay? This is why women, modern women today, not all women, but the modern women of today, stray away from accountability. Okay? They want the response, they want the authority, but they don't want the responsibility, and they don't want to be held accountable when their actions doesn't yield fruit or when it ends in a bad decision. That right there, what she just said, she was more worried about what people thought about her than the fact that she was breaking, that her family would be separated. I really want y'all to think about that. But let's continue.
Especially from people I thought would be in my corner. After leaving that relationship,
In my corner,
an overflow of blessings and opportunities started to come my way. It has been an extremely long journey of healing. I didn't know who I was outside of being a mom and a wife. I am that too, but I'm also more than just that. Now I am getting to know LaBrittany.
she ended that video. I get it. You were young when you had kids. I get it. You feel like that you might be in this rut. Men feel the exact same thing. When a man has to get up every day and go to a job that he may or may not love, most people tolerate their jobs, but a large percentage of people tolerate it or hate it. Then people actually love their jobs. A lot of people get into jobs as a means to an end. And when it comes to men throughout the course of modern human history, men went to these jobs, right? The factory jobs, stuff like that, worked these long, grueling hours. They did it, you know, not begrudgingly or maybe begrudgingly, but they sucked it in and held it in because there was the family to think about. Whatever her name is, LaGrange, what her name is. Let me back that up and see what her name is.
Now I am getting to know LaBrittany.
Oh, Lil Brittany. Is it Lil Brittany or LaBrittany? Did her mom name her LaBrittany because this was already a red flag, dude, when you married her? Her name was LaBrittany? Lil Brittany? You already know that was trouble. Damn name ending, and does it end in an I? Look, trouble. These are red flags that you guys should know, right? The girl her name ending in an I. Ladies, if your name ending in an I and you listen, I am sorry, but your mother marked you, cursed you, okay? Right? You are like an eye away from being on the pole or, you know, pretty much being on OnlyFans or something, okay? You have been cursed by life. Little Brittany. I'm sorry. I had fun with that. all of that end part, right? Like this is a 1 minute and 28-second video, and the last 30 seconds of this was all about her. And that's the part. That's the thing that makes men question whether or not that our women and modern women in general really want relationships anymore. Because when it's not fun for them or they don't feel a certain way, they're ready to run for the doors. So go back to that young lady in the previous clip that said that men aren't approaching anymore. It's because men are like, what is the point? What is the point? If you're not going to come and bring something more than a pretty face and some wet cooch, right? Some wop, then what is it all for? Why would I risk everything? Like the dude in the beginning clip on the balloon pop show. It seems that he said he wanted to have kids, but he wanted to take the time to think about it. See, us men, a real man doesn't leap before he thinks. And the type of men that women want nowadays, those are the men that are exciting because they leap all the time without thinking. And that's fun until it's not. Until he hurts your ass, until he uses your ass, till you crying on the internet talking about he took my car, till all these things happen, till you crying on the internet that he, you finally gave it up after 3 dates, and now all of a sudden he don't call, he don't text no more, he don't call. Ladies, this is further proof that it is you all that are devaluing relationships. It really is. For men who never wanted them in the first place. Proverbs 21:19, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious, angry woman. Facts. Perfectorcan. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Yeah, they don't want to feel shame. Shout out to Big Chris Entertainment. Women always blaming somebody else for a bad choice that they themselves chose to make. No different from Eve and the serpent. Yeah. Oh, she belonged to the streets. I don't have my little sound effects up, so it would have been nice to have done that one. Thank you, Juju. That's a stupid name, Lil Brittany. Lil Brittany. Proverbs 7:11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she in the streets and waited at every corner. Oh, and we're not going to even Rasharala. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Rasharala. We don't even know. She didn't found herself, but we don't even know about the cheek clapping that happened after she got out of that relationship. We don't even know about that one, right? I hate to say it, gentlemen, but modern women redeem past historical horrors like Salem witch burning, Spanish Inquisition, where women were harshly punished. Now we all see why. Oh my God. Xerxes, that's just not right. All right. Did I read all that? Yeah, I read all that. Classy perspective. Thanks for being here. Big mistake moving to Cali on a whim. Yeah, Cali is not one of them places you can move to on a whim. You just can't. Okay. Shout out to El Rand. What's effing sick, man? The biatch Eve had a secret side deal with her pretty angel boy to be like God by commanding his tool. Us men, only God should we listen and obey. That's a deep one. Shout out to my man Preston. Preston, thank you for being here. I'm glad you made it. I know how you hate missing these things. My brother Jerome says women never weigh their options or choices. They jump without a parachute or safety net. Shake my head. Yep, we're going to talk about that in the video I'm creating next. That's why it's like 50, 60 clips long. So it's going to be a longer video. So schedule some time on your weekend to sit there and watch it. But, you know, I'll try to keep it brief, but you all know my clips hit, right? Boom. When I edit, y'all know they hit. Okay. So don't get in your feelings about it. Watch it. Look, if you're going to get in your feelings about it, you better watch it as entertainment. Okay. And I'll put some clips in there to make it a little funny here and there. But some of you guys have told me, like, hey, TSG, yo, man, I couldn't even watch the thing, man, because it was hitting hard. Bro, then look at it as entertainment, okay? I know it hit hard. That's why I make the videos like that. I want it to be impactful. I want these videos to smack you in the face, okay? Men and women, all right? Because we can all learn from it. Shout out to Kyle Goodman, one of our channel members. Kyle, I apologize I didn't get a members video out this week, but I wanted to make sure that I put out something good. I actually have some clips that I'm going to put together for the members. It's a pretty interesting conversation, man. It's some things that these dudes are saying out here, these older gents, older than me, and I just think it's worth the gents listening to. So for all my members, I will have a members video out here. If I don't have it out in the next day or so, which probably won't because this video is huge, then I'm probably going to try to put it out this weekend, or it'll be on members only Monday, okay? So one of those three things are going to happen. All right, let's get to the next video. So now that we've gone through our main clip, which is crazy that she left her family, because, and look, ladies, I don't want you to think that I'm not sympathetic to you all being young and getting into a marriage and feeling like you don't know what it is, but it's kind of like, who was there for you to tell you not to lay down and have kids at a young age? I just played a video, actually there's two video clips that I've played in the last few months. One was recent, where I think it was in one of the last videos I made, but it was a conversation where the daughter was very young and she was pregnant, and the mom just was blowing it off, right? There's another clip I played like that too, and the mom just blowing it off. Oh, she gonna be all right. She got a baby. She gonna be okay. I was 15 when I had my kid. Like, it makes it okay. This woman had her family. She had a hardworking man. I'm not saying that the women should be like waiting until they're old to have kids, though that's a choice of theirs, but she shouldn't have had the kid at 16. Now, I know people back in the day used to have kids early, but I would say, 18, be out of high school at the least. If that's your high school sweetheart, that's one thing, but if you're having a kid and you're 16 years old, you're a kid raising a kid. And a lot of you young ladies a lot of you women are still stuck emotionally, and your maturity level is still of that same young lady that's in high school, which is insane. And you have women congratulating that. And I don't agree with that. Who was in your life stopping you from making that choice? Lil Brandy, what's her name? Lil Brittany? Lil Brittany. With an I. With an I, gents. Let's get to this. This young lady, she puts out great content, very great content, right? If you get a chance and you see her on social media, support this young lady. I hope all the best for her. I hope all the best for her, because she's definitely graced us a number of times. So let's hear what she got to say about this.
Men, if I'm wrong, correct me. From what I've heard, seen, and what I've experienced myself, because I was guilty of it at one point in time, when women hit a certain level of money, a certain level of education, when women hit a certain number of accomplishments in life,
we don't care.
Stop looking at men as a need, and they start looking at men as an option. Well, I can have a man if I want, but I'm cool without. They stop looking at men and appreciating them for all the things that they offer outside of the financial provision. Because now I don't need your money because I got my own money. and they ignore all of the intangible qualities that men bring to the table.
Let me stop it right there before she gets into this portion. The one thing that I want to highlight, that she said before is the difference between men with money or men who are working hard and women with money. Okay, because there's a difference. All right. If you have a man who is working hard for his money, who's in that mindset of being a provider, all right, what does he do? He goes out there and works, and what does he do? He brings that money home to take care and support his family. But what we're seeing today, and this is a good video idea, it's actually been in the works for a long time for me to make this video, but starting to talk about these I don't want to call them high value. A high value woman isn't what women think, right? You making money as a woman doesn't make you a high value woman. It really doesn't. That's not right. A high value man is a high value man because women look at it. The majority of women will look at this type of successful man and they will want that man. Well, a high value woman to a man is a woman who basically is wife material, who is fit, feminine, cooperative, basically supportive and has respect for her man. But when women are put in that position to make some money, they morph. And what do they morph into? These xenomorph, independent women. I can do it on my own. I'm better than you. Why is it when modern women get money, they are looking to show how they don't need a man, how they don't want to support a man? It's all about I can do better. Women have fought hard for equality, and this is all we hear about. It's all we're hearing about nowadays, about this equality. But why is it that a man in the same situation is expected to take care of a woman? But in this day and age of y'all wanted shit to be equal, y'all wanted this equality, why don't you ever see women support their man or support a man? It drives you crazy, doesn't it? You don't like the fact that you got a man that don't have nothing going on for himself. Men don't be feeling like that. Y'all heard me? Men don't be feeling like that. it come out sometime, y'all. It come out sometime. Hey, hey, men don't do the same thing. Okay, let's continue on with this video. All my English was messed up.
Men do bring structure. Men do bring a sense of safety and security. They bring a sense of balance. Women are more emotional sometimes. Men are more analytical sometimes. And sometimes we need that balance in life. Women overlook the partnership and the companionship. Women overlook that when they hit a certain level of money. I can have you if I want, but I don't really need you. So I don't care about making you happy. I don't care about showing you respect. I don't care about showing you gratitude or appreciation. I don't even care about meeting your needs or your wants anymore because I got this as a woman. You can be here or not. I'm cool either way.
And we see that all the time. This young lady ain't lying, okay? This young lady not lying. We've seen multiple clips. If you've been on social media, if you've watched this channel, we've seen the men that stay at home, or the dudes that stay at home and take care of the family, and then the women go out. What happens? It don't take long. She come home and she's frustrated. Even if the man is doing all the stuff, she is frustrated. She has low tolerance for that man because he isn't pulling his weight. Now, I want to paint a picture because some of you all that's watching this may be too young to know this period of time. But my millennials and up, right? Gen X, boomers, boomers 2, boomers 1, you guys know this. All right? it was the same thing that would happen with some men. They would go off to work, they would come home, and what used to happen back in the day, some of the men would come home, vent all their frustration. This ain't happening, blah, blah, blah. All you're doing is sitting on your butt, blah, 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 right? Some of you women are becoming the men that you detested, How is that working out for you all? It don't feel good, do it? That's why you need a supportive person, and you need to be patient with that supportive person, because you're going to be frustrated at times. And sometimes you just take it. You know, you're like, I know this. I know they love me. I realize they're venting because they had to deal with all the BS at the office or at work. So you take a little bit of it because you're that shoulder for them. But when that shit is happening all the time and you talking about leaving and I can do better than you and this, that, and the third, ain't no man want to deal with that. And that ain't equality. If that's what y'all fought for, then you can tell whatever it is y'all were fighting for, you weren't serious about. Let's continue. Let's finish this off. Oh.
So it's not that they don't want successful and educated women. It's that they don't want the attitudes that typically come with a successful and educated woman.
No.
If I'm wrong, men, y'all correct me.
Nope, you wasn't wrong. You was not wrong. All right? So that's the thing, man. This ain't about equality, all right? This is about being able to live this hot girl summer life all the time, this fast girl life, to be able to live a life where you don't have to have accountability, but you just get to have fun. Right up until the point your biological clock say, oh man, I need to actually do some shit to actually get a man that I want. Crazy, right? How that works. They just care too much about what other women thinks. Lydia, you're absolutely correct. And that's a clip that I'm actually putting in my next video about how women keep other women single. It's crazy. These chicks are major liars and a major denial. Everything a woman does is for a man. Yeah. And listen, what we do as men is for women. See, that's the thing. Lydia, you hit the nail on the head. I have women that come in the comments of the videos and they say, why are you talking about this? And why are we always in your mouth? It's like, listen, because this is an integral part to the human experience, and that's that connection. And as hard as some of you dudes want to be, again, you all have expressed that if you found the right woman, you would want that right woman. I get it. Ladies, vice versa. Y'all want a good man. At least that's what y'all say. But our actions and how we carry ourselves tells the real story about what it is that we really want. Are we intentional? But as Lydia pointed out, you worried about what other people think. That shit is holding y'all back. That shit is holding some of y'all back from getting the outcome that you actually want. I read something else that I wanted to. I'm a millennial, 1983. Oprah was going in on black men and there was no pushback. Black men weren't allowed to have a voice until 2009. Yeah, absolutely. Modern women all want to ball out like Kim Kardashian and not work. Yeah, and think about it. That's being pushed. That is being pushed on us. All of these things, all of these shows, these women are made to be glamorous, right? Like the Real Housewives of Pick Your Damn City, the Basketball Wives, the all these reality shows. Everything is about looking to be the next whatever. So is it really about relationships anymore? Or is it just about filling that need that you have? that need to feel like I want to have a kid, or, you know, I'm lonely and I want to find somebody. See, your biology, both men and women, our biology is telling us what we really want. Society has programmed us, and the people in this society have conditioned us to go against the biology. But we feel it. We all feel it. You know, like, I get it. Some of you guys are good to be alone. And I understand that. You're good to be alone because you don't want to deal with these modern women. But your biology still says, hey, it'd be nice to have, so, you know, a woman to curl up with sometime, that needs you, that respects you. Your biology says you need that. All right. This next video clip is a woman who's actually going to give some good advice, right? I give credit where credit is due. This is actually some good advice about how you as a man, particularly my gents, if you do come across a woman, what your expectations should be of that woman. If you're serious, if you're a serious-minded man, okay, if you're a real one.
A woman not spending any money on you, she don't like you like that. If you're the only one spending money every time y'all go out, that woman don't like you like that. If every time you all go out to eat, you always pay for the bill, you always leave a tip, and she never offers to pay the bill or to even just leave the tip, she definitely doesn't like you like that. She's definitely a self person. And baby, if you were to go broke, she'd definitely probably leave you.
Y'all notice there's a theme here, right? That woman just dropped bombs. It was a 26-second video, 24 seconds if you count the actual part she was speaking. A lot of us men, when it comes to modern women today, we wait way too long when the signs are there. Now, on this channel, we talk about women picking better, but the reason I make these videos is not only for women to be able to see what men are looking for and asking for, the real ones, the serious ones, but it's also for us as men to be able to look at these videos and look at the red flags. If you are serious about finding the right one, then the woman is going to be like that woman said. You shouldn't, if she is only thinking about what you're doing for her and she doesn't see the value in you, or she isn't considerate enough that your time is worth some of her time, some of her money, some of her consideration, then that woman really ain't feeling you. And I will be the first to admit that it's happened to me. I told you, I don't hold nothing back from you all, gents. I told you, I've made the mistakes, so hopefully you don't. And one of the mistakes is not understanding what that woman just said, right? What this woman said right here. Let me get a good picture of her. Man, why are her head so low? Let's just put that up on the screen. Okay? What this woman right here said, being guilty of it. You see that a woman isn't reciprocating the effort that you're putting in, then you definitely don't get into a relationship with this woman. You definitely don't let this woman indulge your time. And you for sure don't put your seed inside of that woman. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because she's not wrong. A real woman is going to do these things. I got to give my woman credit. I hate it. I hated it when it first happened, but we fight over who's paying the bill every other time, right? And we've been rocking with each other for years now. So if you don't have that, somebody that, like a woman that does it because she loves and cares for you, she's not doing it to prove anything. She does it because she loves and cares for you. She want to be able to take care of you too. Then you ain't got a real one. That right there should just knock out about 80% of them right there. Just knock out 80% of them right there. Good luck, right, on finding that. And if you do, don't be stupid. you may have a good one. Now, this one, this video, I want y'all to know, I got to put this disclaimer out, okay? Because my intention with this video isn't to disparage this woman or man or whatever, okay? It's not to disparage this person. But I'm going to make a point after this woman speaks. I'm going to tell you why I put this next video clip in there after it's done, to give it the context of why it made today's video, right? Here we go.
Who's going to marry you, Harnam? Like, you have a beard. No one's going to date you, Harnam. You have a beard. No one's going to be your boyfriend, Harnam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. Hannah, I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV. You know, on TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
I mean, not, but no, generally you'll see, oh, she's strong. She's, you know, what she's talking about is very powerful. Whatever people say, but then at home I'm very quiet. You know, I'm very feminine. I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me. You know. But no, it has been difficult. Where I wanted to be married and have kids, I would never be a single mom. That's not what I've ever wanted.
I'm going to leave that there. Now, you might be asking yourself, Sean, why did you bring up this bearded lady? This, shout out to Adam. Shaving works wonders. Listen, give me a second, gents. I'm sorry. Just bear with me as I gather my words, because it did the exact same thing to me when I saw the video, and I was like, I have got to share this video. And how can I tie this into tonight's video? Glad you asked, Sean. How are you going to tie this video into what we're talking about tonight? Ladies, it doesn't matter how feminine, how soft, how much you want a strong masculine man, all right? If you have man features, if you come off manly to men, you're going to be just like this woman right here. Yes, this woman has a soft voice, right? She could be a beautiful person. And listen, and I want to say, no, all joking aside, I want to say that I hope that this woman finds love, that she can find love in this world, okay? I'm not that type of dude that's like, oh man, she can't find love. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that it is very difficult that when you demand a certain type of man, she wants a masculine man, and a masculine man doesn't want a masculine woman. It ain't nothing more masculine than a goddamn beard. I'm not going to say nothing more. That's a lie, right? But one of the most masculine things that you can portray is a damn beard, okay? I'm talking about, like, think about it. Think about Kratos from God of War, right? Think about Kratos from God of War. And I'm gonna find a good one. Yeah, see the older version of Kratos. Think about it. This is Kratos looked like this. Kratos looked like this when God of War first appeared, right? That's what he looked like. He had the little goatee and everything, right? And then when you look at the older version of Kratos, look at this right here. Look at that. Kratos all bearded up. Kratos looked like a man's man. Okay? He all got the thick beard. And so, with that being said, we go back to this woman here. Again, the reason why I put this clip in here is to show you all something. Some of you women are operating, and your mannerisms, your behaviors, your attitude is like a man. And a masculine man who y'all say y'all want, he got to be able to deal with me. That type of man, no matter how strong of a man is, he ain't going to want to deal with that. Because the more masculine he is, the more femininity he's going to look for. Does that make sense? Why do you think, look, she said something. I'm sorry to stay on this video so long. I want you to listen to what she said.
Reference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to.
Okay.
Hannah?
Did you hear that? She said she'll get feminine men attracted to her. You see what I'm saying? Do you see? Do you see it? Did I bring that point home? Why are more feminine men attracted to this woman with a beard? It's because their femininity, if you want to call it that, their lack of masculinity is attracted to her. Why y'all do this to me? Why y'all did this to me like that? Crazy. I know, Big Chris, I know, man. I'm gonna move on. But there was a deep point in what I just said, okay? It was a deep point in what the hell I just said. Okay. I'll be completely honest. I'm just gonna play the next clip. I forgot what he said in this video. So once he says it, I'll know what to talk about. Let's get to it.
So if you're a man out there, you're trying to have a conversation and this woman has kids, in more cases than not, when it's come to her violating your boundaries or her talking back to you, always insert her kid into the mix, because that is the one true fact lane where she can understand, like, if I fucking pay for you to have XYZ lifestyle and you talking to me crazy and you don't see nothing wrong with it, but you buy your kid a pair of sneakers and you throw that shit, but I'm buying you all this stuff and you talking to me like, you can clearly see why a person is frustrated, and it's not control. If you say, I don't want my son going in that neighborhood because they be shooting, you don't feel like you're trying to control him. You feel like you got his best interest at heart. So the man say, I don't want my girl doing this and going here and doing that. This man is not trying to control, but that protection provision thing is very much prevalent when you are in that role. Y'all never assume that role with us, which is why it's like, oh, that nigga don't want me doing this. He want to control me. He don't want me living free. But it's like when the kids say, my mom want to control me, she don't understand. I do get it. I was in your shoes once. I lived it. I know what the outcome is. So for the men that's out there, if you ever need to draw the correlation, that's the best way to do it. But don't do it in a gaslighting way. Don't say, but you when your fucking kids are talking to you. It has to be in a calm sense of making an example. Listen, I'm explaining to you how I feel. When this happens, it's similar to when you complain about this happening. That's it.
Look, hey, dude might have cracked the code for sure. Right? Dude might have cracked the code. Okay? Let's talk about it. I'll be honest, like, I've done the calm talking, I've done the try to be rational, and a lot of you all have too, especially you gents out there, have tried to talk rationally to women and not trying to hear it. This dude really made a great point. Women today talk about how they don't want to be submissive or cooperative or whatever word makes you ladies feel better, right? When it's said, because y'all don't like the word submission. So cooperation, right? Cooperation agreement. I've been watching Suits again. All right. He brings up a good point. We may not have liked it when our moms would tell us stuff, but why did we listen and accept it? Because we know, well, for most of us, our moms love us and they didn't want nothing to happen to us. Okay? I can tell you that when I was 10 years old, I snuck off to a party, and I remember it was right down the street, right? This is in New Orleans, right? And it was right down the street. I went to this party at 10 years old. My friends and I gassing each other head up. I had Bugle Boy stuff. They had like Jabos and polos, right? Which y'all know about them Jabot jeans, okay? Anyway, they wanted the Bugle Boy stuff, right? And I was like, all right, cool. Let me get them Jabos and that polo shirt, okay? So I got the polo, right? I got the button-up polo, the Jabot jeans, you know what I mean? I go to this party. My mom comes to the party because she found out I snuck out, and she got me out of that party. Man, I got in so much trouble, okay? Fast forward. I'm 15 years old. There's a house party in the back, what we used to call the back of where I lived at, and I wanted to go to this party. My mom was like, over my dead body, you going to this damn party, okay? You are not going to the party. You hear me? You heard me? You ain't going, all right? I got mad. We argued. Bottom line is I went up to my room and I actually passed out. I went to sleep. I would say at some point, the light comes on, my mom rushes up, my aunt, one of my friends, and they were like, Sean, right? Like, and I'm kind of in a daze, right? Because I was tired. It was a Friday. And they're like, what? It's like, you didn't go to that party? I was like, no, I've been asleep. You told me not to go, so I didn't go. If I had gone to that party, gents, there was a shooting at the party. Actually, there was a guy named Sean, an older dude that was named Sean, and he got shot in the hand. And then I think there was these twins, and one of the twins got shot, and he passed away. His blood was on that curb probably for months. It didn't come out the curb for months. And all I could think about was I was listening to my mom. Me going to that party at 10 years old is the reason I didn't sneak off to that party when I was 15. Because had I went to that party, it could have been me shot. It could have been me lost my life. And we would never be having this conversation, right? Some 30 years later, we wouldn't be having this conversation, all right? My point to you is this. Did my mom do it because she was trying to control me? Or did she tell me what she told me out of love and the fact that she was looking out for my best interest? Ladies, if you have a man that loves you and you know that he tends to make sound decisions, then when he's telling you something, don't get offended. Don't take it as an attack. Don't take it as him trying to control you. Look at it as he loves you and he wants the best for you. What you have to worry about as a woman is when a man don't tell you shit and he don't care. That's when you know your man don't give a shit about you. All right, go ahead, do your own thing. Because he probably going to go do his own thing. Means he doesn't care or love for you. I'm not saying that sometimes a dude ain't going to say, hey, go do what you're going to do. But I'm saying that if you know you have that type of man in your life and he's giving you that instruction, that correction, that guidance, let's say guidance, you got something special. Because we do that when we care. We do that things that we're invested in. Does that make sense? Are we getting this here? Did I make that point? Shout out to Chris Turner for becoming a member. I wish I had some type of sound effect for you. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, whatever. I pressed the button. I don't know if they still make sounds. All right. Thank you, Chris, for being a new member. Again, I make special videos just for you guys that we can talk about other things than we talk about on the channel, deeper things that we can discuss. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. Good to be a gent. Great to have you, man. Seriously. All it takes to crack the code is common sense, but unfortunately, common sense isn't common. Valued and accepted. Big Chris just dropped the elbow. Preston says Jabot and Polo was the style. Man, listen, it's funny to me that some people used to make fun of the fact that I used to dress up in button-up shirts, jeans, some dress shoes or something like that, right? And this is how I would go to school. And I'm going to tell you what influenced my style. I watched the movie Boys in the Hood. If y'all remember, he went to the Fox Hill Mall, had the rayon shirts. I used to have rayon shirts and stuff like that back in the 90s, right? And I just thought that was fly. Fast forward to all of us being adults, right? And what do men wear to the club, right? Same thing. Button up, some jeans or some slacks, some nice shoes. At least when you go to nice places, okay? I like to go to nice places. I like to go to places that's real chill looking, right? So I've always dressed that way. I just was ahead of my time. I'm not saying I invented anything. I'm just saying I was already dressing that way as a teenager. So y'all didn't need all that. Y'all didn't need all that. Carl Kanai. Yep, Carl Kanai. Yep. I just moved to Thailand, getting married in 2013. I'm enjoying more life for less money with none of the drama found back at home. And Adam, we love you for it. Thank you for continuing to share your perspective here on this channel, because we're happy for you. Trust me. I lost in blank in-law in the 90s, shot at a party. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. It's tough, man. When you grew up in the hood, man, like I tried to tell my kids this, but like, think about how many people we've, if you grew up in the hood, man, think about how many people you've lost or you know that got lost. Hell, I was 10 years old and a dude in my class, Dwayne, I was the second or third tallest person in class. Dwayne was the tallest or the second tallest, or something like that. And he was taken out 120 feet from his front door. Now, Dwayne looked older at 10 years old, but I look back now and I'm like, my God, he was just a baby. He might have been tall, but he was just a kid. And I got plenty more stories, man. Thank goodness you didn't go to the party. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Yes, out of love. Absolutely. President, she would have kicked your ass. Man, y'all seen, look, if you ain't seen my mom, go through the library of videos on this channel and you'll get an idea of who my mom is, okay? I promise y'all, when I go back to San Antonio, I'm going to get more footage of me and my mom going through videos, and I'm going to put out those videos for you guys, okay? And I'll be able to write it off as a tax, as a business trip. So it's amazing, okay? I'll be able to write it off. Air horn sound effect. What happened to the sound effects? I missed sound effects. Man, it's because I've been trying to just get into the videos, man. New membership alert. Yeah, I gotta get better about that. Seriously, I'm sorry about that. My condolences. Yeah. Damn, that's effed up, big bro. Yeah. All right, let's All right. So we're actually at the last video clip of the night. I told y'all I wasn't gonna keep y'all long because I really need to work on that video, okay? I want to get it out tomorrow, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's probably gonna be Friday. 50 something clips, that's a lot of editing. And I don't want to half-ass it. I want to give y'all a great product like I always do, okay? One of the things, think about that lady. Think about the woman that I made tonight's live stream about. The one who got rid of her family because she was feeling like she didn't matter or that she didn't accomplish anything. I want you to hear this because I think this is very powerful on how families, couples, or couples with kids can make their relationship last longer. I think people forget about this. And I might have one more bonus clip for you guys. Where did I put the clip? Let me get the next clip real quick. Please bear with me. It's going to be worth the price of admission. Where the hell did I put the clip at? Hold up. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. So we have 2 more clips before we get up out of here, okay? We'll do the question of the day and then we'll get up out of here. Listen to this real quick. Man, I had this Perry Ellis suit when I moved here to Vegas. It was a gray suit. Man, you could put it with blue. You could put it with pink. You could wear it with white. You could wear it with black. Bro. And it had that little shiny gray to it. Not like really shiny, but like, oh, man. Perry Ellis will always get my business for that.
I ain't taking care of no man. I get this to my son. Well, you wonder why a man don't want to put you first. What husband want to be told that a wife gonna put her son first when you telling me go out there and put you first, pay my bills first, go do all this? A man want to, man, if you ever seen a real union that been together 50, 60 years, they got children from that union, them children automatic know. Man, I know I don't come before my mama husband, and my husband don't come before. They know that.
Yeah.
And you don't try to get in between it. Why would I go up to my grandmama and try to get put before my granddad? They've been married 57 years. So that's what I'm saying. It's a partnership, bro. And if you read the caption, I said, I don't want to hear no horror stories, because the first thing we'll do is talk about the exception. Nah, I done it for a man, he cheated on me, or whatever the case. We don't want to hear your exception. We talk about when 2 people are equally yoked. Why you can't date what you need to date?
Tell me where the lie is at. Tell me where the lie is. I'm not going to even say much right now. I'm going to go to the next video and bring this home, because we're talking about modern women, and particularly in the Black community, our Black women not valuing relationships, not caring about relationships anymore. I want to show y'all another clip real quick. Check this out.
See, this is our problem. That's the problem with us. That's exactly what we do. That's exactly what married people do. And we call this a family because the kids are in the middle. Don't change now. Don't change now. Stay right there. Don't be pulling them over there now. No, you done messed up a long time. Don't be pulling them over there now. This is our problem. Come here, kids. Stand over there for me, please. Before they existed, you were one. You were one. And God never meant for your children to come between your union. That's where you're messing up. That's why when the kids grow up and they leave and they go to college, you are 2 strangers. Because you don't even know each other. Because the kids were always between you guys. You're out of order. It's the father, the mother.
And
at no given time, God wanted the children to come between you. That's not his will, because what happens now, you become attached to your daughters, and before you know it, detach from each other. So what happens when the children grow up, they go separate ways. Please continue to walk that way. They go separate ways. Here's the struggle. There's such a gap. Huge gap that turns into fighting at each other, arguing, because you are dead strangers.
All right, that's good enough. My point has been made. I think y'all get the point. To me, these last two videos are very powerful. Everybody's so focused on having the kids and thinking that is the goal, and the goal is the union between that man and that woman. You understand? Hell, back in the day, a lot of kids didn't, if you grew up back in the day, a lot of kids didn't even make it, right? They were born and sicknesses would happen, that people would lose kids. If you made it to adulthood, if you made it to your 20s, you were old, right? That's why ladies back in the day, y'all got married early, because you became ripe for childbearing, and because of the diseases and the sicknesses, you could die in childbirth, right? Life expectancy was a lot lower back in the day. And so you didn't let those kids become between you, because you can have more kids, in theory. I mean, I hate to say it that way, right? Not if you're no diss to children out there that's listening. Hopefully not. It's for adults, right? But we've forgotten about the dedication, the union that is supposed to be between a man and a woman, and that you're always working to make that relationship as best as it can be. Are you going to be perfect? No. Are you going to have trials and troubles and tribulations? No. Yes, of course. But how willing are you to work through those to keep the thing going? That's the struggle. And when you've gone through those struggles and those times of testing, you're going to be better for it. You're going to be closer. And somehow we've gotten away from that. So when I ask the question, do women care about relationships anymore? It's because of what we're seeing. And you guys will see in the next video how it relates to this one. The next video that I am creating for you guys is going to go into the dating process and how it starts with the type of men that modern women are choosing today, particularly our Black women, who they are choosing. And it starts from there. It starts there. And we'll discuss that in the next video. All right? I am going to take your comments here. I'm going to go back through some of these comments here in a second. But let me do this. Question of the day. Does modern women walking away from relationships and marriage, is that the thing keeping you men from pursuing women? Is that you see women walking away from marriage and relationships? What is it that's, if you're a man that's staying away from relationships and marriage, what is that thing keeping you away? I want you guys to answer in the comments of this video. After the video, go down there, leave a comment, let me know. How is that affecting you? And if you are a woman watching this, read the comments. Don't get mad. Don't get in your feelings. Just read it. Understand it. Because men are telling you what's holding them back. And then the answer is simple past that point, right? The answer becomes, how do I not be that thing that is keeping men away from me? It's that simple. And if you have a problem with that, then the problem is you. All right, let's get to these comments and we'll get up out of here. Adam says, no relationship is ever perfect. It takes two people working together to create a better life. Absolutely, Adam. Preston says, we've already lost enough children to gun violence. All lives matter. Yep. Jerome says, my Dukes was looking out for you, my guy. It's like Mother Spidey sense danger. You know something don't feel right. Bro, we had And this happened, Jerome, we were still in middle school at the time, right? If I'd have went to that party, we had only been knowing each other for like a year at that point. Just really think about that. The relationship that we've grown together as brothers in this life together, man, all these years of being there for each other and supporting each other, all that would have been out of the window had I gone to that party and I caught that stray bullet. Trust me, I think about it all the time, and it influences a lot of decisions that I make. Big Chris says the easiest way a mother can destroy her children is to disrespect her children's father in front of them when he's doing everything right and she knows she's wrong, but she don't care. And that's what we talked about in, we've talked about this in multiple videos, Big Chris, right? We talked about how a woman correcting her man when he's correcting the children, that is a terrible precedent to set in front of those kids, because you're teaching them not to respect their own father, much less men. That's what you're teaching. And a lot of women think they're right in there, but they're operating in emotion. But again, go watch my other videos. All of these points are in there. All right? Whether you like the packaging or not, it's in there. Shout out to the dude from Fairfax. My answer to question 4, no. It's the attitude and unwillingness of modern women to be a true partner in life. This disrespect and lack of appreciation is palpable, and that is a key root cause. I agree. That's a good one. That is a good one. Thank you for that one. Paul says modern women want the title of a relationship without actually doing the work in a relationship. Absolutely, Paul. And we talked about that earlier in tonight's live stream. Okay? The problem is you. Their nasty attitudes and poor behavior and disrespect of men. Okay. See, men are telling y'all right there. Ladies, right there. What else am I forgetting? Let's go up a little bit further. They were one, now they're separated. Yes, absolutely. Women created the gap between men with only fools and hookup culture. Yeah. And they don't want to relinquish that, right? Because to them, that's freedom. To them, that's freedom. But what they really are is slaves to their own impulses. But they're, instead of being slaves to logic, they'd rather be slaves to their impulses. And that'll get you in trouble. It's the Chads and Simple Simons who fuel women's bad behavior in today's society. Absolutely. Quit giving these women, giving these type of women gas money. Oh, Rome says nothing like 80s and 90s, bro. Ain't nothing like it. I ain't gonna lie. I look back now and I'm like, look, it wasn't the best. We had issues, we had problems, we had to deal with the crack epidemic, we had to deal with the falling out of the crack epidemic, we had to deal with the gangsters the time, we had to deal with so much. But god dang, if you survived it, you realize how fun it is. Look back right here. I don't know if y'all can see back there. This is why I moved the camera, right? Remember the camera angle was different. Now I moved it so you can see all this. Look at my Nintendo, all my Nintendo games, man. Look at all that, man. Man, we used to have fun back in the day, okay? The old Nintendo joint right there, all right? And I got the games, baby. I got the games, all right? So, yeah, man, we used to have fun. Churches today are all single mother sim factories. Listen, I'm not going to disagree with you, but this is what I'm going to say. I focus in on what I know to be true, or the truth. I'll say that. Okay? You can learn from anyone. You can even learn from a homeless person. They can be talking crazy out of their head because they're a wino, but you can look at that person and you can see, man, whatever that dude did or whatever she did, I don't want to be like that. You can learn from everybody. So regardless of what's going on in the churches, and I'm not saying go or don't go. That is up to you and your maker and your beliefs. I am saying, did he not speak the truth on that stage? Are not people's want for kids driving and kids and the delusion that they want to have these grand ceremonies, they want to be seen as far as marriage, not what actually goes into being a wife and or a husband? Are these not the things holding us back? Truth is truth, brother. Truth is truth. There we go. Got that little contrast on my face. Where else we got? Wrong way gonna call me out like that. Dressing like that, brother Sean C. reminds you of Miami Vice, Crockett and Tubbs. Bro, look, I know I dressed differently. I did not care, man. Look, my mom did the best she could, you know. She bought me clean clothes. That's all that mattered. You know what I mean? So, but I love dressing like that. I love having the button-ups. That was me. But I know you remember now. You know what I mean? I know you remember now that I bring it up. See, Jerome was in school with me when I used to dress this way. That's the funny part. That's what makes this even funnier. Somebody that I've been knowing since 8th grade, right? His mom was my school teacher. Right? This is crazy, right? Somebody that know me to know that I ain't lying to y'all. This is real. Okay. Big Chris says she looked like she was only listening to respond instead of listening to understand. Oh, yeah. There are no lies being told. I try not to. Oh, it's her own fault for not amounting to anything. Okay, we went a little farther. Let's see what else we got here. Great, Brother Sean. Honestly, for a lot of men, I'm not all men. They are just drama filled. Okay, so Jerome says that one of the reasons for him is that women today are drama filled. And that's kind of another thing that I show, right? Love or hate this channel, I do show you all the chaos that's out there. Now, if you're mad at what I'm saying or what I'm showing you, I didn't create the videos. I created the cuts. I edited all this stuff. That's people putting out their own chaos for you to see. And if you can't learn that lesson from it, that's on you. That ain't on me. Okay? Malik, thank you for being here. Only if they understood logic and accountability. Okay. I hear you. Super Mario Bros. Oh, let's not even go there. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I don't have? I don't know what happened to my Mario Brothers stuff. I think it got gypped because I had Mario Brothers 2. I had Mario Brothers 3. I don't know if I had the first one anymore, but I definitely had 2 and 3. I don't know where my Marios went, but I got the Gold Legend of Zelda over there. I got Contra. I got Mike Tyson Punch Out. I got Paperboy. I got Kung Fu. Double Dragon. Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Super Bowl. I got all that stuff, bro. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Okay? Random. We used to shame single motherhood and celebrate good, thriving marriages. And then the Uno reverse card came out. Common once said, too many women say they're mothers but not wives. Ooh. And all of that is big facts. Thank you, the dude from Fairfax. Sadly, good women get lost amongst the trolls. Yes. And I actually wrote this in a comment to a woman. I told her that. I said, listen, ma'am, you might be a good woman. You might know good women. But the problem is y'all standing too close to these 304s and these Tadalinas. Y'all standing too close to them. We can't tell if we can't tell if you're a poisonous snake or a non-poisonous snake. We can't tell. Right? Not to equate all of y'all to snakes, but I'm just saying, okay? We can't tell the difference. We don't know if you're safe for us or not. And I get it. Some of you women feel the same way too. Why? Because some of you all are choosing a bear to be in the woods with a bear over a man. Like, if you thought that it was better to be in the woods with a bear than you see a random man there, what is wrong with you? You know what? I never heard anybody ask about that bear versus man debate. Why are you in the woods? Maybe you were going on a hiking trail or a walk. Maybe you were hiking. I know dudes that go on hikes, right? I know dudes that go on hikes. My stepson goes kayaking all the time. Like, this is his thing now. Hell, it's on my phone right now. He shows me videos where he goes out on the lake and he done got himself in shape where he can kayak for miles and miles and miles and miles and go fast. What is his black tail doing on the lake? Maybe he's out there to have some recreational fun. Maybe the man in the woods is hiking. Nobody ever said, hey, maybe that man is out there hiking. I've never not heard one person say that. I never heard not one woman. I don't even think I heard any men say it. You just assumed all the women that picked the bear over the man assumed that a man in the woods was there for nefarious reasons. Can't make this shit up, people. Can't make this shit up. Seriously love the channel. I know you do, Preston, and thank you so much. Ninja Gaiden, I got that too. Ninja Gaiden is right there, baby. It's right there. Actually, let me peek real quick. Okay, I think it's there. I got Excite Bike. I had Ninja Gaiden. Where the hell is my Ninja Gaiden at? All right. That's a little disturbing. A little disturbed right now. I don't know what's going on. I had Ninja Gaiden. Okay? I had that. This channel is not for losers who can't handle the truth. I seriously rather be in the forest with a tree. I go back to the days of Atari 2600 and the first Nintendo. Duck Hunt, Super Mario, Pac-Man, Galaga. Pac-Man and Galaga is back there too, my brother. They are back there as well. And I think I got Tecmo Baseball in there too. And Tecmo Basketball. I'm talking about the old joints when the Bulls were like crazy on there. Okay? Oh, also the Celtics were really good on there too. Instead of seeking validation, I want you guys to find solutions to your problems. Yep, absolutely. Going finders, though. Yeah, right? Oh, in the woods, yeah. Them girls watching too much Forensic Files. They looking for bears until a bear show up. Then they want the man to save them. Absolutely. Paperboy, Big Chris. Big Chris. You insult me, son. You insult me. Paperboy. Y'all think I'm messing around. Y'all think I'm messing around on this Nintendo thing, okay? Y'all think I'm messing around. Tecmo Super Bowl? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I got all of that. I got the cakes that make you quake, okay, baby? I got the fries for your eyes. I got the burgers. Man, I just got these burgers, okay? NBA Jam was for the came out first on the Super Nintendo, I believe. So I do not have a Super Nintendo anymore. Jerome, if you're still in the house, man, you remember I don't know if you were you there for that? Like, I wound up getting a Super Nintendo. You remember that Super Nintendo I got for Christmas? And I wind up, so the winter vacation was over, and I had been playing Street Fighter all night. I played Street Fighter so long that I overslept for school. Okay. So I don't know who I told, but that's why you can't tell your business out. Okay. I told somebody, I get to school the next day and the teacher calls me out saying, it must have been nice for you to be at home playing, Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2. Okay. And I mean, what the hell, man? How y'all gonna rat me out? My God, man. My God. I remember that game. And I don't know why my friend really liked that one, but Big Chris said I had to try, bro. I know. Yeah, I got Tecmo Bowl and Tecmo Super Bowl. Yeah. That was the shite too. Yep. DP, he said, the sisterhood, hive mind, and being highly impressionable has destroyed modern women. Yeah, women, and I did a video on this where I talked about women's biggest enemy isn't men, it's other women. I did a whole video on this about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Go check that video out. Space Invaders and Dig Dug. I don't have those two. I will say that. We had that game too. Yep. My son and I bonded like a mug over Tekken. Oh, Tekken was good. Yep. I was more like a Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter type dude. I started playing Pong. Oh, man. One of my favorite Atari games was Pitfall. Pitfall was the one. Loved it. Bunch of rats. Word. All right, y'all. Look, let's get up out of here. We're at the 2-hour mark. Thank you all for you all who stayed this long. Let me see what Jerome said real quick. Facts, I believe you digging in the crates. Now, ColecoVision. Oh, yeah. Y'all dudes are going way back now. Y'all going way back. Y'all going way back on me. All right, gents. Look, again, y'all want me to get off of here because I need to make this video. And 50, 60 clips is a lot of video clips to cram into a video. So before I even put the video together, I have to write a script first because there's so many videos. I have to kind of put them in order. And then that's the way I edit it. And that's why my videos are the shit. Let's just face it. My videos are great. Okay. Most of them. Okay. But they're good because I take the time to really think about where I'm placing everything. It's important to make a coherent, flowing video. And so I have a lot of work to do. Okay. I have a lot of work to do. Great show. Thank you, Big Chris. I appreciate you. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Adam. Tekken 2 and 3. Yep, all those, man. All great games, gents. I might have to do a video where I'm playing a video game while talking about whatever it is. That might be a members only video. Let's do that. That might be a members only video. So you got to be a member in order to see that one, okay? I'll play Nintendo games while talking about whatever the subject is, okay? Miami Vice, Knight Rider, Turbo Boost, Kit the Car, David Hasselhoff. Why you gonna bring out all that stuff, bro? Why you gonna bring it all up? All right, gents, I gotta get up out of here. I've appreciated each and every one of you guys tonight. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you to my brand new member tonight. Right? Make sure I catch it. Thank you to my brand new member tonight, Chris Turner. I promise you, we're going to have more members only videos coming up. Thank you so much. And listen, if you want to become a member, it's only the price of a cup of coffee a month, man. $5. Hell, a cup of coffee costs more. And you get exclusive videos. And when I put out the videos or get it done early, you will have early access to every video I put out before 4 p.m. Okay? You will have early access to every video. All right? And then, again, as I start to do more things, I'll put out different types. You know, like I'll start putting out like videos of me that I have from going to other cities, doing other things. This is the kind of stuff that you can expect if you become a member of the channel. All right. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Did I miss a comment? Got a new comment? Salute. Enjoy your night. Sleep well. You have a good spirit and keep it going. All good. Peace, everybody. All right. Let's get up out of here. All right. Until next time, live your best life.